A very warm welcome, greetings, blessings from Anjum's Kitchen, where together you and me make recipes, cooking, create, and just make it a lot of fun. And talking about fun, we are going to do something that I don't know if we've ever done before together, or I have rarely done, is baking. It's summer and I just thought we should do something sweet. I'll just keep giving you ideas. I don't say my recipes because nothing is mine, it's ours. There is only so many ingredients that we use in our cooking. There is a limit to what we can use, and you have to be like an artist creating. Unlike our cooking, baking has limits to what you can do with altering recipes. You can alter some ingredients, but you have to make sure that your measurements are correct, because that's when your cake will just fall on you. It will not be as it should be. So without wasting any further time, let's get to our recipe. What we're doing today is a lemon yogurt cake. Now, yogurt I say, but when I do it, sometimes I substitute 50%, like half yogurt, half sour cream, half yogurt, half any cream, or just all yogurt, all sour cream. It's up to you. It's a very light cake. It's more of like a chiffon kind of cake. So it's light, and you can serve it with ice cream, with fruits, and it stays for a long time in the ref. Let's get to the ingredients. Here I have all-purpose flour and the dry ingredients. All-purpose flour, 1.5 cup. I put 1 cup. I just need to show you the sifter. This is just an ordinary strainer in my kitchen, and I kept half cup. This is 1 cup. I kept half cup to show. Also, for those of you who are gluten-free, who don't like gluten, you can very well make the cake with the gluten-free substitute. You have gluten-free flour. I do 50-50. All-purpose flour, gluten-free flour. So, and this is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is 1.5 teaspoon of kosher salt. If you're not using kosher salt is a little lighter, then we are going to use 1 teaspoon of iodized, any ordinary table salt. So the reason I kept this is to show you that when we sift our dry ingredients together so they mix well. So this is it. We put the baking powder, the baking powder and salt, and we're just going to sift it until it's all mixed. Now, the remaining ingredients. We have here the yogurt. Use Greek yogurt because regular yogurt is a little more watery, to make sure that your cake will not fall. You don't want to over liquefy it. So this is yogurt. A cup of sugar, regular granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of lemon rind, zest, whatever you call it. This is the skin of the lemon. When you juice your lemons, I suggest whenever you juice your lemons, and even if you don't need this, just use a small grater, grate around the skin, and just keep this in your refrigerator. It's an excellent additive to any food, any curry, any stir fry, and of course for baking. This is half a teaspoon of vanilla essence, pure vanilla essence. 3 eggs. We're going to mix this right after I tell you what else we need. This is a cup of icing sugar and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice for the glaze. It's for the icing, glaze and icing, whatever you call it. This we're going to make this is 1/3 cup of lemon juice and 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. We're going to cook a little syrup. We're going to make a little syrup, and we're going to pour it over our cake when we finish baking. So this is it, and there is half a cup of oil. Now, oil we fold in after we mix, because like I said, this is more like a chiffon cake, and we are not going to use a regular mixer. We're just going to whisk. So when talking about whisk, this is the whisk. I'm using an electric mixer. This is equally good. These are little gadgets in your kitchen. This is my yogurt, 1 cup of yogurt. I'm going to pour this. And then we're going to mix everything together. We're making it easy. There's sugar, 1 cup of sugar. I have my lemon rind, and in my lemon rind actually I put a pinch of green cardamom powder. It gives a really nice flavor to your cake. 1 pinch of cardamom powder. It's available everywhere in the supermarkets. A lot of you have it at home. This is ½ a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and this is our 3 eggs. So let's get to mixing our wet ingredients, liquid ingredients. I'm going to turn this on, and as you see, this is a whisk. It's not the beaters on my my mixer, electric mixer. And this is it, my friends. We're not going to overdo it because like I said, this is more like a chiffon cake. So once we've done, then we are going to, I'm just going to start mixing the flour. As you can see, it's a little lighter. It's changed colors. That means that the eggs are well beaten now. And we're going to fold in our whisk in our flour. Slowly. Make sure you clean the sides. You don't want to waste anything. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to do the rest of it with my hand mixer to show you that it is equally doable and less noisy. There you go. We're mixing it. Basically, we incorporate the ingredients, the dry and the wet, and we make sure that we have some air in there, enough air in there so that it bakes well, it rises well. But overbeating is not what this cake would do well with. There you go. We're done. It's not a very big cake. It just goes halfway up, I think, to your baking loaf pan. But it's a very, very light and a very delicious cake. Okay, we're done. We're done mixing the dry and the wet together. As you can see, it is done. Now, what the next thing I'm going to do is I have to put the oil, and the oil is just going to fold in. We are not going to mix. No beating, no mixing. I'm just going to make sure that, like they say, incorporated well with the batter. And this is how our batter is going to be. We're going to then put it in the oven. Oven is preheated, 350, and about between 40 and 50 minutes, depending on the oven. And of course, for a lot of you who don't go by Fahrenheit, it's 180 Celsius. Make sure that you don't see any oil floating on top, because then that would mean that your cake is not going to bake well. There you go. This is folding. For folding, you need a spatula. So you can do perfectly fine without an electric mixer for this cake. This is something else that I like about it. Now for my baking pan, my friends, I'm using this very old tin loaf pan. We have a lot of new stoneware, and I just greased it with a brush, and I put some parchment paper. I lined it with parchment paper, especially on the sides, because when I'm pulling the cake out, it's easier to just pull it out. I think wax paper would do fine for those of you who don't have parchment. And let's do this, and I'll tell you about the loaf pan. So the metal always cooks better in the oven. Heats better, spreads the heat better, bakes better, browns better. So I am actually going back to all my old metalware. So there you go, my friends. It's going to go in the oven, 350, and I am going to set my timer on for 45 minutes, because that's what I usually do. And very fast, here we are going to do our little syrup. So I'm just going to put lemon juice, 1/3 cup lemon juice, 1/3 cup of regular sugar, and I'm just going to just mix it till it melts. And then I'll come back to you, show you the result and how long it took, and we take out the cake. So see you after 45 minutes. Our cake is ready, as you can see, nice and golden brown, and it rose very well. Before I took it out of the oven, I checked it, and the toothpick comes out clean. This has to rest for 10 minutes. So we will come back for the next step, but I just wanted to show you this. This is our syrup, the 1/3 cup of lemon juice and this 1/3 cup of sugar. That's all, the two things. It took me about 3 minutes. As soon as the sugar melted, we just turned the stove off. We're going to keep this here. We have to pour this on top and do the icing, but 10 minutes later. We are after 10 minutes. We just let the cake stand. As you can see, it's on a wire rack on this baking sheet. I'm just using this to separate. Kitchen gadgets can be very versatile. It can be used for my baking also. I'm just going to pick this cake. So this is the benefit of using the parchment paper on two sides. I just took this cake out. Now what we are going to do to our cake is just pour that little syrup that we have. This is the syrup, the lemon syrup. For those of you who do not like, for those of you who prefer not to have this tart flavor, you can try a orange version of this same cake. Same thing, instead of the rind, orange rind, you will use orange instead of lemon. And for the juice, again, you will use the orange juice, and it'll be a different cake. And for the to replace it, it would be nice if you replace the the cardamom powder with a little cinnamon, a pinch of cinnamon, and you'll have a different cake. So there you go. We did this. This is the syrup that is going to give it the lemony flavor. We're going to leave that again for a little while. We cannot glaze it because it's still warm. Let me just mix this and come back and show you how to do it. Back to the final touch for our lemon cake. There we go. We just prepared this glaze with a cup of icing sugar and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So 1/3 of lemon juice went into the syrup with 1/3 of granulated sugar, and this is 1 cup of icing sugar for the glaze. Glaze is always better with the icing sugar, and we're just going to glaze the cake. Cake is ready. Very delicious, healthy cake for you to enjoy for many days. You have to refrigerate it because we have fresh juice and yogurt in it. And this is our serving suggestion with a little ice cream and some summer fruits. It's a very nice summer dessert. And enjoy, and we'll see you soon.